I have attempted to call Sun twice now, and there has been no response. Am I once again being denied my only contact with my child? Or is there an issue that I am not aware of? He was outside playing. I called him in, and he needed to run to the bathroom before he gets on the phone. Give us a minute and he will be ready. I fail to see why he is not ready for my call when it is clearly outlined in the order when I will be calling. Poor planning on your hand shouldn't have any effect on my only time to speak to my son. The updated order states you can call anytime between 5:30 and 7 p.m. I will not have him sitting next to the phone for 90 minutes on the chance you call. I am more than happy to update the reunification therapist and the courts that you deem my contact with Sun so unimportant. It will be good to show how little you care about Sun's mental well-being. Sun is ready to talk if you would like to call him now. Have you even bothered to get in contact with the reunification therapist yet? I have not yet been contacted by any therapists. Are you going to call Sun? Once again, your lack of parental responsibility is astonishing. I will call him in just a minute. Hey Sun, did you have a good day at school today? Yeah, I did. What did you learn about? I don't know. You don't know? Did you not learn anything at school? I don't know. I don't think so. You know what? I'm not even surprised. That's exactly how the education system is in the South, full of idiots and inbreds. It's a damn shame your mother forced you to move down there. That isn't true. My friends and my teachers are all super smart and really nice. I don't like it when you talk about people I care about like that. You don't even know them. Someone has to tell you the truth about things, Sun, even when they are hard to hear. You are so much better than those people. And you should have never been around that type of people in the first place. You don't even know what you're talking about, Rodney. You're the only type of person I'm too good to be around, because I don't want to be around mean and nasty people like you. I wish you would just stop calling me and leave me alone forever. My name is Daddy, and I will forgive that outburst because you have been brainwashed by your mother. Leave me alone, Rodney. Asterisk hangs up the phone. Is there any way to apply for an extension of my PFA? Ever since the original one ended, it has just been non-stop from Rodney, and both Sun and I are losing our minds over it. Unfortunately, we would have to wait for another major incident to occur to apply for a new one, since the judge denied the original request for an extension. There is nothing we can do with it anymore. So what am I supposed to do? Just suck it up and deal with his bullcrap day after day, until I can file down here. Unfortunately, that's exactly what you need to do right now. It's completely unfair, and the system clearly is not set up to prevent future abudalery from happening. Have we gotten any updates on the reunification therapy? Rodney has insisted he has spoken to the therapist multiple times, and I haven't heard anything yet. That makes me worried that he's filling the therapist's head with his twisted side of the story. Yes, I did actually hear from the courts earlier today about that. The therapist the judge ordered has refused to accept the case, citing harassment from Rodney Blank and threats of harm. The courts will need to find a new therapist. During this time period, our story submitter and I were made aware of messages Rodney sent to an admin of the Book of Faces group dedicated to exposing a known TikTok scammer, attempting to have the admin out Faye as a liar and fraud. Hi, you are the Carly that helped expose the Ashley, anonymous stepmom, Macy account, right? Yes, that what me and a few other women. Why? What's up? I was told by someone who followed that whole thing to message you about getting help exposing my ex, and that I should share some things with you. I'm at work right now, but I can look over whatever you want to send me during my lunch break and see if there is anything I can do to help you out. Did something happen that made you feel like you need to publicly show she is lying or scamming people? What hasn't happened? She caused me to lose my job, lied about me abu-dollaring her, and has been lying about me on TikTok for years now to get donations and money from strangers. That's crazy. How did she make you lose your job? She sent a tiny portion of a video I made and sent it without context to my boss and harassed them until they felt like they had to fire me. That's rough. I'd love to see the whole video so I can understand the context if possible. That isn't even the half of it. She's blocked on my page, so she's been stalking me somehow and uses anything I post to twist into her own sick benefit. I worked at that job for 8 years with no disciplinary actions. That's pretty normal for most toxic exes. But yeah, if you could give me today to go through everything you sent me, I will get back to you. That works for me. I just want people to know the truth before they decide to give her money she doesn't deserve. She lies and says she is so afraid of me, but she ended up moving to houses away from me for the longest time. How are you so scared but live next door? I'm sure that would be frustrating. I'm about to finish my lunch break, so I won't be able to talk. Just send what you can and I'll get back to you. I'll send what I have if you don't mind going ahead and posting that she's a liar or whatever. And then you can go more in depth once you see all my proof. I'd have to see the proof you have first before I post anything. It's just to cover ourselves so we don't end up getting hit with defamation. You can trust me. Don't mean to bother you, but was wondering if you had time to look at stuff yet. I don't know if you caught this, but she claims Abu Dollary all the time, but has never once accused me of Abu Dollarying her in court. Only that I slammed on brakes and caused her to hit her head on the dash. I can even get my lawyer to admit over text that she has never once accused me of Abu Dollary in court if you want. It's just not right. She doesn't deserve to scam people for money with lies about me. That's not necessary. I've spent the last day looking over some things you sent and going through her TikTok page, and I've come to a few conclusions. First, just because you haven't been beating her within an inch of her life doesn't mean you weren't Abu Dollarying her. She accused you of Abu Dollary multiple times in court, which is why she had been awarded the original PFA. Verbal and emotional Abu Dollary is valid. Abu Dollary people can experience as well and has awful effects on children if they are stuck in the middle. You made claims about your son having behavior issues, which I have no doubt believing stem from being exposed to your behavior. You don't understand. You're just another woman who automatically believes the woman instead of the actual victim. She stole my child and moved across the country. And people still refuse to even attempt to see how I've been the victim. My opinion was made by reading and listening to what you have said yourself, even without listening to her side on her videos. It would be clearer to me that you have been verbally and emotionally Abu Dollary at the very least. You claim she is lying about the Abu Dollary, yet you also failed to mention you have a history of domestic violence going beyond your relationship with Faye. You just really believed I would take your word for what happened instead of actually looking into the situation. If you are wanting to be involved in your child's life, you're going to have to actually start taking accountability for the things you have done and fixing some major issues you seem to have. It's time to grow up and realize you are your own worst enemy, Rodney. Wow, people like you are a joke. You don't even care about the truth. But don't worry, it will all come out soon without your help. You're just to see you next Tuesday like Faye. Once again trying to call my son and once again being denied access. It is incredible how you never learn your lesson on this topic. We are in a dead zone at the moment and service is extremely shoddy. He will return your call once we have stable service again. Why would you have my child in a place with no signal when you are aware that I have a court-ordered phone call with him every night during this time? Nothing is more important than this. We are driving back to home state right now. My mother is in the ICU. We have until 7 p.m. to conduct a phone call with you. Please have a small amount of patience. Your mother's failure to care for her health should have no bearings on my ability to contact my son. You have done everything in your power to keep me away from him. And your excuses won't hold any weight anymore. Ignoring my phone calls and texts will not make me give up. Son deserves to know I have always fought for him. We are in a good area. Are you available for Son to call? I will not plan my life on your inability to properly schedule Son's time. You have made it so that I am no longer available to speak. And until we return home from home stage, you will need to call Son on this phone number. Thank you. I will continue to call my child through his iPad as I see fit. Thank you. His iPad will be unavailable, and all phone calls will need to go through this number until we return home. Thank you. So once again, you are denying my ability to FaceTime my son because you have said before that I am unable to video call him through this number. I apologize for your inability to video call Son for the next few days. As we know, the judge did not specify the type of call in the newer court order. So it is not in violation of the court order to only have normal calls. You will be able to video call again in a few days. And as I have said before, the judge said specifically in court that I was to use FaceTime as a primary point of contact. So I suggest you find a way to accommodate this. Lol, okay, Rodney. Laugh all you want. I knew you would, but I want you to know that I pray for you and your demons. You need all the prayer you can get. What are you doing? Nothing really. Well, what did you do today? Nothing. I don't know. You haven't done anything all day. I find that hard to believe. I mean, I played Minecraft for a while, so no, I didn't do a lot really. Minecraft, you know, we are supposed to be playing video games together online. That's what the judge said. No, he didn't say I had to. He just suggested it. And how would you know? You weren't there. I was, and I heard what the judge said. I know because the lady from the court and Mom explained what happened in court to me. The lady said I deserved to know, and now I do. I'm sure you heard that all from your mother, and if she did tell you that, she's lying to you. Yeah, sure, and the lady from court must have lied too. Either way, if I don't want to play games online with you, I'm not going to. I just won't play. You are the one who lies to me. So why would I want to play a game with you? Son, I'm the only one in the world who has never lied to you. I hope you see that soon. Son, one day you will have to realize just how much your mother has lied to you about what's happening. There's so many people who can't wait to tell you the truth about exactly what's been going on. Okay, Rodney, sure thing. I know I'm not allowed to hang up on you anymore, so can we stop talking now? Did you know that one day I'll be able to show you all the texts and evidence I have proving that I knew what your mom was going to do to you, and how she was going to lie and manipulate everyone? Then you'll see I'm not the bad guy. I see all of your texts because you use my iPad to spy on me. All of your texts show up in my messages, so I see all the lies and mean things you say. And that's a problem right there. Your mother never should have allowed that. She doesn't even know. I never told her because I wanted to see what you were saying. And I told the lady from court all about the bad things you have said and done. My mom isn't the liar. You are. Your mother and Harris are cowards for running away and moving across the country with you instead of staying here and doing the right thing. I'm not hanging up on you because I'm saying